Here we go. Good morning. Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Monday. How was your weekend? Was it good? Mine was good. I had a very fun weekend this weekend. So, be giving mini reads this morning. If you booked in, some people have booked in already, so thank you for that. I'll be doing those straight away. Or you can book, if you're on here live with me, you can book while I'm doing this show as well, and we'll get that done. There's a link in the chat there for getting one of those one question readings, those mini readings. So book yourself in and let's get through the first. And then I'll be doing some channeling about twin flames, see what's going on with twin flames at the moment. So who have we got first? Shelley. Thank you, Shelley, for booking in. How do I access my Strawman birth trust? How do I access my Strawman birth trust? How do you access it? Oh, that's a specific question for this kind of a reading. Okay, you got touching one step at a time, and I'm getting get in touch here. You're going to have to talk to a lot of people about this to find out how. It's not going to be a fast process. You need to start with somebody. I'm getting a family connection, like a lawyer that did your that worked with your family a lot, or something like that. It might not be someone that is still practicing law, but like a family connection. Talk to them first, and then they might be able to tell you who to talk to next. It's going to take a trail kind of thing, but that person, whoever that is, it's the energy of them. It's like when I was growing up, there was a lawyer that lived like 2 doors away from us. It's kind of a family friend, but I think he did actually do some of the stuff for my dad with houses and stuff. But yeah, it's that kind of an energy. If you start there. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, but they're going to give you the leads, and you're going to have to talk to a lot of people, and don't give up, because you will get there in the end. Very specific. So thank you for that. Next up we have Tina. Hey Tina. Tina asks, when do you think we will be reunited? When will Tina and a person be reunited? Let's get a timing out for that for Tina. Oh, that was quite specific. 2. It's the 2 of Cups as well. That's a good card. 2. So we're talking in the near future. Yeah, I would say within the next 2 months. Let me just get a card or 2 out about that too. Anything else? Face the situation and work. Something about someone being really busy and it kind of getting in the way, but it's like a smoke screen. It's like a good excuse. Do you know what I mean? When we keep ourselves busy, too busy with work at the moment, it's a good excuse. Someone's going to have to get over that first. Okay, and then next up we have Karen. Karen, thank you for booking in. Karen, that's you. You're on here. Hello. Is my relationship with my husband and kids improving soon? It's because of your spiritual beliefs, huh? Okay, tricky one, right? Will the relationship be improving soon? No. Yeah, it can be a really tricky one, that. Let's see what we've got, some guidance I've got for you. Lovers and connection. Okay, so your husband, when you first met your husband, you were in a different mindset. You know, when we first meet people, that's the point of similar vibration. And then, hopefully, we grow and we change, right? That's what we do as human beings. And so, probably not in alignment anymore. Can we repair that? Well, probably not. It's very rare that 2 people grow in the same way. Now, when it comes to your children, yeah, let me just see. They're listening, and you need to advocate for your own fulfillment. So keep on with your beliefs and doing what you're doing. But yeah, it is going to be tricky. You know, I think this is the problem. I keep on saying it over and over again, is there's a problem with biology that we can only have children when we're young and we don't know ourselves yet, right? Because then we all end up having children with the wrong person, right? And then we do grow and we know ourselves, and then once we're really happy with ourselves, we're completely different to that person that we had children with, and often, therefore, completely different to the way that our children are. So, no, there's going to be continued problems there, Karen, but just keep doing you, and don't worry too much about it. Oh, I shouldn't have deleted them. I do that, and I shouldn't do that. I do that, and I shouldn't do that. Okay, let's put them back. So that I can send those emails out. Okay. So there you go. Hello, Maria. Hello, Michelle. I am well. I had a terrible time on Friday. Thought I was going to be here. Well, first of all, I was going to go to the dentist, but then the dentist cancelled on me. I'm actually going tomorrow instead, so I won't be here on Wednesday for Wednesday's show. Ulla Hendrickson's vitamin C eye cream did a number on me. I've heard that other people, they get allergic to it suddenly after a couple of months of use. My eyes, they're still a bit weird now. Their skin's like papery, you know, when you've had a bad sunburn or something like that, or a bad reaction to something, and your skin goes a bit thicker and, I don't know, feels kind of papery, dry and papery. It's gone like that. So my eyelids are still a bit weird, and my phone won't recognise my face this morning. I can't unlock my phone. I don't get it. I don't get it. You're not the person you'll be yet. I know. How can you chase around after children? Well, I'd be okay. But yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? It is. It's tricky. Ulla Hendrickson. This one. I'll show you. You can see how much I used. I've really liked it. I really liked it. This Banana Bright eye stuff. I really liked it. So yeah, I've used a fair bit of it. I've used it for a couple of months, not every day. I've got some other eye creams. I was probably using it about 3 times a week. And then suddenly I got an allergic reaction to it. And it was like a bee stung my face, you know? But my eyes were, so blown up. Well, I put it on Thursday morning. And then my eyes were stinging that day. And then the next morning, and I got up and I washed my hair and I started getting ready for work. You know, because when you got puffy eyes, like a little bit puffy this morning, usually it goes down by the time you got ready. But no, they weren't going down. It stayed like that all day. Crazy. So yeah, apparently it's a common thing with that allergic reaction. So beware of that one. I think I bought another pot of it as well because I liked it so much, and there was a Sephora sale recently. What a waste of money. And I feel like I can't pass it on to anyone as well, because it's like, hey, do you want to have an allergic reaction, have puffy eyes in a few months? Use this. Anyway, scary. So that's why I wasn't here on Friday. But I won't be here tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Wednesday, because I'm going to the dentist tomorrow morning. Finish off the teeth job. They weren't going to have made my tooth that they're putting in time for my appointment last week, so we rescheduled to tomorrow. So let's get some cards out. Twin flames, what's going on? Let's do it old school. I'm not going to do masculine and feminine. I'm going to just get some cards out. So if anyone else wants a mini read, or you got another question or something, book yourself in there. And let's see what the cards have to say. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, single independent kind of an energy. Now this could be both, divine masculine and divine feminine. Doing their own thing, happy by themselves, two whole people. With stuff going on in their lives. And then the Ten of Cups, very nice. From the 9 to the 10. Two people happy in themselves, with their own lives, fulfilling themselves, coming together, and it makes the heart happy. Adds that 10th cup. Very nice energies. Still no one in your life yet. I've got something brewing. Okay, what have we got here? Justice, a balanced relationship, equal-sided, calm. This is the card of karma. This is the one that is, yeah, the balance, the good match, the balance. Knight of Wands. Needs to be some forward movement here with passion. This could be flirtation, kind of an energy. This deck is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. The Tarot of Mystical Moments. It is really nice. It's one of my favourite decks, this. That's why I keep it out to use it. Oh, and then what? So there needs to be some flirtation, Page of Cups, but very gingerly kind of starting it off just a little bit. There's flirtation, then there's like an offer, but it's very small kind of thing. It could be, are you sure? You might not be sure. It's like, are they inviting me to this thing because they like me? Is it like a date or not? It's that kind of thing. So there's a bit of flirtation, test the waters, and then an offer, but the offer can be misconstrued as something else. You're going to be like, I'm not sure whether it's the proper offer. Well, then the Two of Cups. It's like someone testing the water, this. Knight of Wands, Page of Cups, then the Two of Cups. It's like they won't ask until they know that you already said yes to something. Do you know what I mean? Something small. Then what? Temperance. Then you've got to bide your time. Could be very exciting. Get carried away. You know how we do. As limerence, we get carried away when something like this happens and they ask us to something and then we're just like, okay, that's it. They're my person, they're my twin flame. So we need to temper ourselves. Slow and steady, that's the thing. Temperance, it's good, and temperance comes out and reminds us that, take it slowly. Because when it happens, you know, we want to go all in, don't we? We want to enjoy the experience and throw ourselves into it and give it all we've got and feel those feelings. And it's saying, well, slow down, make sure it's balanced, keep your balance. Going from the Nine of Pentacles at the start, which is really good, it's like you've got a good chance, both of you, by being in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Chance to have our hearts fulfilled by the true match here. Well, let's find out more. I hope so. I thought about repairing my nails because that one fell off completely. Fell off. Kind of half fell off and half picked off. And then this one's chipped. I thought about doing it while I'm live here, but then I wouldn't be able to pick cards out. Sticky gel on my fingers. I'll do it after this show before I do the next videos. Okay, tell us more, guys. What's going on? Earthy stuff. The Four of Earth, first of all. Four of Earth. I find it tricky to remember these ones. The Four of Earth is stone and crystals. power, resources, energy that's been collected, stored, put in a safe place until needed. We're talking about two people here that haven't been dating, that haven't been, you know, that have been on hold, that have been, it's a long wait kind of thing for this. Saving their energy, conserving their energy. It's two people that have got picky and that haven't been, yeah, they've become like stones, you know what I mean? Unmovable and all of that, certain in what they want and not yielding to anything less than what they want. So it's been a bit of a wait for both. And then the Seven of Earth is sea creatures. Now it's a time to move carefully. So yeah, they're already moving carefully, both. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, both moving carefully now. Not prepared to get into anything, not, you know, just anything. And so, yeah, now is the time to move carefully. Pay attention to your environment. Be extra sensitive to energetic flow. Move and experience things differently than normal. Recognize that this is a new situation and adjust your perceptions accordingly. Flow as gracefully as possible without jarring or upsetting the balance. So we need to flow with it. We need to take it slow. We need to be extra sensitive. But recognizing that the other is going to be like that too as well. So not taking their slowness or carefulness personally, or not taking it as them pushing us away. They're not, just being careful about it. And you'd want that, right? Somebody taking care of their own heart by being careful who they let in and taking it nice and slowly. Then the Nine of Water is Lakshmi. That is the abundance card. Very nice. Nine of Water, let's read it. Nine of Water. Prosperity. Nine of Water promises increased prosperity, both material and spiritual, as well as others to share it with. I need some coffee. I had a dreadful night's sleep last night, 4 hours. I just couldn't get to sleep because I've been sleeping all day, really, on and off. Blessings and gifts and revelations abound as if from nowhere, simple in response to your own generous actions and simple requests. Two people being generous with each other. It's going to be a very nice, I think, dating process, this one. Kind of special. Two people treating each other very well, pouring the love onto each other. Get ready to receive. It was in today's energy update as well. Queen of Cups, being Queen of Cups mode. The elemental of air is about communication. So, universe saying, hey, communication is very important now. Communicate yourself. Fresh insight. There's a potential for it to help cut to the chase and resolve things or add layers of complication. Be aware of it and use it as best you can. So a particular emphasis on communication, communicating yourself and being careful about that. Not being taken in the wrong way, being careful about what you say. And what the other person says as well, not presuming what they mean, asking them what they mean by something, getting clarification instead of guessing. Then the Ten of Water, again, Ten of Cups. It's a very good sign, 2 Tens of Cups. It's indicating a lot of happiness, thus. Heart being very happy. The Ten of Water brings you squarely to a place of uncertainty and forces you to do something. There are people who you need to find or spirits you need to contact. Allowing the fog and haze to grow between you and whoever is no longer an option. Oh, so something needs to happen between you two. Grey areas, uncertainties need to be addressed. So if there's uncertainty, it needs to be talked about. I think this is what it's saying. So don't let complications go unresolved. Especially when it can just be as simple as asking what someone's intentions are, or what they meant by something, or what something means to them, just to, yeah, take the guesswork out of it. Especially for those of you that have shied away from communication or asking those difficult questions. Often when we ask the difficult questions, it can get resolved very quickly. But sometimes we shy away from asking the difficult questions because we're scared of getting the answer that we don't want, that hurts. Then we got the Lovers, Beltane. Here they are. Well, it's a lot of pleasure. Life in its prime, peak of life, sweetest and best. It's sexuality, it's happiness, it's joy and beauty. The joy and beauty of choosing wisely. When one makes a decision that makes the heart glad, prolific life generally follows. Following your heart, making a good choice, a healthy partnership, a happy partnership, finding the perfect match. The Ace of Air is about communication. A lot of communication in this reading, so it's coming. And you need to keep it flowing. Dreams. The Ace of Air represents divine guidance. The universe wishes to provide information, to give it freely as a gift. However, we must be receptive and cultivate a quiet mind, or the gift is lost to us. Settle down, quit striving, and just receive. So needing to be in that open, receptive energy. And then the Eight of Earth, woodland creatures. Eight of Earth, lots of earthy energy. It feels like we're bringing something in here into reality. Air creatures, it's not woodland creatures, it's air creatures. The Eight of Earth asks you to reach higher, stretch further, and dream bigger. Whatever it is you're attempting, it's not even close to what's potentially possible. Slough off whatever baggage is holding you earthbound. Guarded is what I'm getting. Whatever's making you guarded. Make yourself as light as possible by letting go of doubts and focusing on what you know is possible. So it's asking us to be optimistic and get into this and communicate well and reach higher. Of course, we're talking about twin flame relationships here. We're talking about the possibility of a really healthy relationship. So let's reach for that instead of being guarded and like, oh, I've got to protect myself from the opposite of that, you know. And then the Ace of Cups. Is the falling in love card. Let's read it. The Ace of Water represents a relationship that promises to grow into something more, something fulfilling, something powerful, something divine. Confirmation. The maiden goddess unites with the god. Through this union, she contains the seed of the year to come, ensuring that all life will continue on earth. Witches sometimes commemorate this event with a symbolic ceremony called the Great Rite. It takes two forms. In one, the high priestess and the priest perform a ritual together in which they embody the goddess and the god. Culminating in intercourse, symbolizing the sacred marriage. Another, perhaps more common ritual is to symbolize the sacred marriage using a chalice filled with wine to represent the goddess and an athame, or a thame, to represent the god. We're being asked to be positive here. And let's get this thing set off on the right foot. Okay, let's bring it down to earth with the miserable ladies. Knave of Pentacles. With this deck, I kind of, the court cards confuse me with this deck. The Knave of Pentacles studies the rhythms of nature and learns the secrets of the physical realm. Huh? What's the Page of Pentacles? It's like a small offer kind of thing, and it's slow, and it's just a little bit kind of thing. It's that testing the water energy again. Might be disappointing if you're waiting for something big, but like I got from this, that there's going to be flirting and then a little offer, and you're going to be left guessing as to whether they're actually, whether it's a date or not, or whether, you know, are they asking you because they like you or because what? Something like that. The Seven of Wands is about protection, so you might feel your defense is coming up. I need to protect yourself. It's like, oh, what fresh hell is this kind of thing? Not like that, but just a wariness about relationships because of what you've experienced before. Or it could be like you'll only let someone in if they're going to make a big offer kind of thing. They make a small offer and you're like, try better. Try harder, mister. Could be something like that. But yeah, I feel that's the Divine Feminine getting a bit, wanting to protect herself. But the Two of Chalices, you see, he steps it up. It's like your reaction to just a small offer gets him to step it up. It becomes that big offer, the Two of Cups straight away. Soon after it. It's just this dance of getting together. Six of Chalices is out with the Lover's card. So, okay, both, of course, both having pasts. And baggage and wariness, and we're talking about Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine now, so I've learned a lot, you know, I've got conscious about it, deliberate, especially with that Nine of Pentacles at the start as well. Two people that are single and independent and have been waiting, knowing exactly what it is that they want. But past energies coming in here, what they've experienced before, past lovers. Not that past lovers come back in. Not that past lovers come back into your life, more the, oh, is that red flag again, or, you know, it coming back up as it often does. Especially when we're getting into a relationship, because we're reminded of all the other times we've got into a relationship before. The Magician, but we're manifesting something more this time. And using the resources that we've got. I just got a message with that. Using the resources that we've got. Where was it? This prosperity, this pouring our love onto each other. This one is safe to love, and you don't need to be wary about that anymore. So Divine Feminines might be holding back, going, I overloved before, I gave too much, and I should have held back, and I should have made sure it was balanced first. But this is saying, no, this is going to be a balanced relationship, and you can pour your love onto them kind of thing. You can use the resources that you've got and give to them. You are going to be receiving back. Now, of course, you need to be wary that if you don't receive back, don't be blinded to that kind of thing. If this is another lesson relationship masquerading as a twin flame relationship, you're going to be aware of that when it's not coming back, when it's not returned, when they start getting lazy and they're not investing in it and all of that. Of course, you need to make sure it's balanced. But if it is balanced, then don't be wary because of past things that you've been through of holding your love back. You don't need to do that. You can use the resources that you've got, which often is our feminine nature, our nurturing and all of that. What you used to do before you got jaded, you know? Loving them. And the Eight of Swords. So it's emotionally taxing. It's going to be quite emotionally taxing. It's going to be quite wearing. It is, right? When you get into a new relationship, it takes a lot of energy. Let me just read that. I'm picking up quite a lot of energy from that. You're going to have to take your time with it because it takes a lot of energy. She's in a complex situation. She's gathered all the facts, or so she thinks. She's devised complicated hypotheses and plans, yet they all seem to lead nowhere. Or even worse, they make a bad situation even more impossible. So I'm feeling like it's going to take a lot of energy to remain open and not be guarded and all of that. And so you're going to need a break. I mean, don't be dating all the time kind of thing. Don't be seeing them all the time. You're going to have to take it slowly, like the Temperance card says. It's not because of the relationship, it's because of our own barriers to it, blocks to it. We're battling against that. It's like, is it difficult walking down the street? No, it's not. That's a breeze. It's really easy. I hardly feel like I'm exercising at all. Walking is easy. And it's like, okay, well, what about when it's a flooded street and the water is gushing because the river has broken its banks and now the river is over the road? Is it easy to walk down the street now? No, it's not. And that's what we've got here is like, you might feel exhausted because you're walking down against the resistance, against your resistance. But we have the Fool energy, doing it anyway, taking that risk, doing it anyway, stepping into something new. And the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Confusing. Knight of Swords wields the power of her mind and knowledge of language to achieve her goals. Okay, so the Knight of Swords. Again, that communication. Communication is key, especially about your heart. Why the Knight of Swords? Is there a cup on the table? It's quite an emotional card, this, right? But it's for swords. So she's like communicating her emotions. Perhaps writing. Could be about that. Yeah. There's something here about having a confidant, someone to talk to about it, someone to share what you're going through. So it's going to be a personal challenge to overcome your resistances to this. Not majorly, it's going to weigh you out a little bit more than you perhaps thought it would, especially in a positive relationship. It's often easier to be in the negative relationships. We're used to that. In a positive relationship, and we have to not let our resistances stop us, but overcome those resistances. It's like, say in business, we want success, right? But if we truly had like non-stop success, it would get a little bit much. It's like, well, can I have a break? Can I have a break from this? Does it have to be something new and flowing and it getting bigger and better every day? Sometimes we like a bit of resistance to slow us down so that we can have a break. So there's something about the pace of it that's going to be challenging. But it's just internal resistance. Okay, I'm going to get a couple of cards out now about Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. With these, because I like the way that these are telling us about the about them at the moment. Anyone want a mini read? If you do, book in for one now, because we're going to be finishing soon and I'm going to fix my nails. Okay. Divine Masculine. We've got the ring, is looking for commitment. Too much time wasted. He's had an experience where he put a lot of energy into something and it was wasted in the end. There was no commitment there. He's looking for someone that commits to things. Got to be quite, not wary, but careful about who lets in as a result. Eternal child, but very playful. Wants to bring that eternal child out, you know? Be playful and all of that. The flame. Twin flame. That's what he's looking for. It's someone that knows themselves. So, and being a hermit in the cave. So they've not been putting themselves out there much. Kairos. Kairos. Kairos, a man who's driven only to achieve success in his life. It means the right or critical or opportune moment. Also means weather or time. The Greeks had two words for time, one being chronos, which is more chronological sequential time. The other is kairos, so it signifies proper and opportune time for action. Interesting. It's like he's going to feel when it's the right time for action. Element of divine timing in all of this. You both come to the same place at the same time. You know, the readiness to come out of that cave, come out of hermit mode, but both knowing exactly what it is that you want and both being very careful about it. Divine feminines. The unseen. She knows stuff that's going on behind the surface. She's feeling it. She doesn't need him to tell everything because she senses the unseen. She's in a feminine energy, intuitively and all of that stuff. Reading his mind, finishing his sentences, understanding with a glance. The medallion, something about a prize here. Explain the medallion. Explain the medallion. Prepare and innocent. All that inner work that we've been doing. Here's your reward from it. It's the prize from it. All of the healing that we've been doing and realizing that we are innocent. Yes, we've had experiences, often just because we chose poorly and we didn't understand our driving forces behind the choices we were making in relationships. But all that hard work you've been putting in, prize is coming. The king, divine masculine. The king, someone with king energy. She'll accept nothing less than that. No more boys. No more boys. Only men that can show they've got that. That she can surrender to because they're not doing stupid shit. Because they're a man and not a boy. And because she can trust him because of that. So king energy, yeah, masculine energy. Very much focused on that. Man only, no more boys. Enough with the boys already. Too many boys. I used to say that to people. This island's full of boys. Young boys, old boys, but they're all boys, they're not men. And that made one of the old boys laugh when I told him that. Whoop. The shapeshifter. Shadow offering. The shapeshifter. Why? Oh. So the shapeshifter, it's like becoming a completely different energy. You know when we can switch? I can switch. I can be like friendly and having a great time, and then if someone comes at me with bad energy, I can switch. I can switch back again to the good energy, but it's that kind of ability to shift your energy. Go within and respect and value self. So there's a self-respect and like a self advocating for yourself that means that you can switch your energy quite quickly. In other words, you're ready for whatever comes at you, because it's not changing who you are, it's just you're able to shift your energy. You know what I mean? The judge, and very discerning. So this is all the reasons that you're ready for this. I'm not convinced it's both of these for some reason. Let's have a look. The village and the prayer. I'm hearing that song, the prayer. The prayer. Celine Dion. Let me just read the lyrics out. You might want to listen to this. I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. I pray we'll find your light. This is the bit that's in Italian. I pray we'll find your light and hold it in our hearts when stars go out each night. Whoa. Let this be our prayer when shadows fill our day. Shadows, yes. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe. We ask that life be kind and watch us from above. We hope each soul will find another soul to love. Let this be our prayer, just like every child. We need to find a place. Give us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be safe. Inner children coming out and feeling safe. It's a gorgeous song. I actually own that song. Beautiful. Wow. Love it. Well, this is very promising. Feels like something's about to happen to me. So there you go. That's what I've got. Thanks everyone for coming along. Check out my YouTube channel later. I'll be putting a pick a card read up, but I won't be here on Wednesday for the show. I'll be back on Friday with another new tooth. The pick a card read today will be the full love tarot reading. And then next week we're back on schedule, hopefully, again, with no more random swellings and health stuff. And I've had a run of bad luck lately. It's weird because usually I'm really lucky and everything flies, and it's just been one thing after another lately. Even this weekend, I've got a bra injury. I've got I wore a new outfit that I've got, and it's so super cute. I had to lose some weight before I could wear it. And I wore it, and I wore I've got these, a black one and a tan one or whatever, bras, like strapless bras, and they've got, you know how they're like kind of rubberized on the inside? A lot of my gym stuff has that too, so it stays up. It hurt me. It's really hurt me. It's given me like a blood blister. Can't really see it, but yeah, ouch. When I took it off, it was like gripping so much to me that it's given me this blood blister. It's one thing after another with me lately. I'm looking forward to getting into the groove again and everything going well for me. Anyway, enough of that about that. Have a good one, everybody. I'll see you all on Friday. Thanks again for coming along. Thank you for all booking in for your mini reads, and I'll see you next time.